Good morning, good morning, good morning, Drake. Good morning. Good morning to all of us so far. Hold everything, Fredo. Mythical. You're a mushhead. You don't call us mushheads. You're a mushhead. All right, we're mushheads. Give me 1 second. Taylor. Good morning. I know Taylor's going to have a game for us this morning. Taylor, wait till about 15 or 20 people are here, but Taylor is the sweet man this morning. Taylor's going to give this away. And then we'll throw this in too, Taylor. We'll throw in a Pops pack with your giveaway. So Taylor's going to do this giveaway for us this morning. Then I'm going to read a story that Taylor sent us. Okay? Go ahead, Taylor. You can start anytime you want. Early birds catch worms. It's up to you. You decide when to go. 15, they're piling in. Maybe give it another 5 or so people. Taylor, you might even demand, if you want to, you might even demand more likes. Pops does it all the time. Why can't you? See, Nikki's already all over it. Nikki's like, give them the likes. Hey, Nick, I sent your pack. Well, I didn't send any packages out yesterday. I forgot yesterday was a holiday. So we totally couldn't get any packages out. Everything leaves super early this morning instead of this afternoon. Give me 1 second. I didn't even know yesterday was Indigenous Native Day. I remember as a kid how I thought Christopher Columbus was the coolest thing ever. Especially because I was, some of you know that's my name, Christopher. I'm not sure I like that guy anymore. But I don't want to get political. Thank you, Mythical. I'm not sure I like that guy anymore. We sure weren't taught the whole story, were we? Just proof of how you aren't always taught the whole stories. You also don't want somebody with your name to be a bad guy. Yeah, he's kind of lame, huh, Logan? He was brilliant in his own way. Pops like in one way. He had a vision. He was able to convince a bunch of people to follow his vision, and that wasn't a bad thing. I'm not going to get into it this morning. But boy, were they not right to the natives. Whew. We're never taught the truth, Frank. It's whoever wrote the books telling you whatever they want to tell you. We don't get told that when we're 12, though. Good morning, everybody. Taylor, Lee's already got it. Wait, Lee got it? We already was Lee. That's going to be interesting if Lee got it. The universe is very interesting. Did we say Lee got it already? Congrats. Nice job, Lee. It looks like Lee won something and it had to do with reptiles. Outstanding. Lee, here it is. I'm happy that Lee won because I was going to talk about Lee this morning. Yep, exception. It's whatever they want to print in the books. And of course, up until this century, this last century, it was all written by white men, the rich white men. So they told you whatever they wanted. This was to Lee. Lee, I'm really happy that you got this. This is going to be fun to send you because I know you know these. Lee, you guys, is really handsome. Lee's super handsome. He came to Mushfest. Beautiful beard. He was the house monitor over at the Airbnb. Pops put him in charge over there. I really like Lee. Guess what Lee did? You guys don't all know the story. Brock's way into Legos, doing Legos. It's good for his hands and manipulation. It's good. You guys, once or twice, a couple of you guys are sending him toys. You guys are sending him these things to put together. So what a thank you for him. Blesses him. Lee sent him beautiful Star Trek stuff in the same box. It wasn't addressed to me. It was a box for Brock. He comes in, goes, Pops, this is for you from Lee. I got Lee tea. I got Lee tea. Thank you, Lee. My brother. I'm still drinking Tasha tea. I'm still drinking Tasha tea right now. Be kind. I'm still drinking Tasha tea. But man, I can't wait to get into this tea. This is a really neat container for it too. Lee, you are awesome. Thank you, bro. This is really neat. All organic teas. I'm still drinking Tasha tea though. Tasha tea. You guys remember when Tasha sent me that box? Beautiful box that opens up. It's got all of these teas in it. I've been drinking her teas for 2 months now. Jeff, I drink so much tea. I'm not kidding you. Let's do today's card. Uh-oh. Let me see. Let me try IG one more time. Has Sandman won a Shroomy? He has not, Drake. What you want to do? Thank you for asking. Don't think Sandman hasn't gotten a couple of nominations already, too. You guys nominate your Shroomy by DMing me. Who should win a Shroomy? We are giving one out this Friday. So Sandman's right on the... If you guys want Sandman, send it. It's a DM is your vote, is your nomination or your vote. So DM it to me. Whoever you want. Give me 1 second. Are we back to live? You're now live. Okay. So DM that to me. Okay. There's a lot of great choices on here. A lot of great choices. Sandman's way at the top of our list. Card. Bridgie! There's Bridgie! Princess of Cups. It's nice to see cups instead of swords. Princess of Cups. I really don't know this card. Some of you good card knowers, send in some information about this, would you? Tell me a little bit more about this card. I want to know more about this card. I want somebody out there, 2 or 3 of you, DM me some information about this card. That means you'll have been looking at it today. Okay? Who wants me to do Taylor's reading? We're going to start with Taylor's reading, and then Taylor sent this in last week. And he said, Pops, I'd like you to read this to the family, to this group. You guys ready for this? Taylor, I put him off for almost a week. He sent this to me in the middle of last week. But I wanted to sort of fit it in. I'm not sure people are ready. Ready. Okay, let's add to it. I showed you guys yesterday that he sent this in. We'll open this right after we read it. The old do not bend. And I don't know how you pulled it off, Taylor, but they didn't bend. They did really good on that. Okay? Nice job. Pops. I want this to be a reading. It is the story of my first mushroom experience. I was also 17. Remember last week we read from Kristen? Kristen, who had a neat relationship with the tree that she's still looking for, but she remembers the relationship. I get that. 17, and I was with my best friends at the time, Josh and Brian. We were at Josh's dorm room, and we all ate 3.5 grams, weighed out. But I bought a big bag, so I had much more to munch on if I wanted. We started to watch music videos, and I kept eating a mushroom every 5 minutes. So the guy who I bought them from saw that and told me, calm down. You're gonna feel this. So almost immediately after he said that, I felt them. And I started to analyze myself and my choices. Boop, I guess so. Jesus, Taylor, calm down. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I started analyzing my choices, and I started to beat myself up in my head about a girl that I had hooked up with. Kind of like, bro, why would you do such a thing? So I took a fat dab. Come on, Taylor. So now I'll take a fat dab. This whole, okay, it's just a good story. So I took a fat dab, and all of that went away. And I felt hyper aware of my body. Hyper aware. I felt so tired. I was a wrestler since I was 3 years old. So I know what being physically exhausted feels like. Wrestlers are top level shape people. Just the core strength of wrestlers. Didn't know you were a wrestler, Taylor. So I know what being physically exhausted feels like. And I felt like I had just wrestled at a national tourney. So I asked my friends to go back to Josh's dorm room just so I could sleep. He said, yeah, bro, let's go. So we went back to the elevator to Josh's dorm, and all I wanted to do was sleep. I finally laid my head on the pillow, and I took a deep inhale, and I felt a huge wave of relaxation come over me. As I exhaled, I felt myself completely dissolve into pure light source of energy. Imagine you're laying on the beach and you just dissolve into the sand. I stayed in that state all night. I felt like I completely regenerated myself. Like the bed, like everything just dissolved. I felt like I connected to the source of all energy in the universe. It was so powerful, Pops. Taylor. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of huge doses, but I'm a fan of being connected to the universe. I'm a big fan of that. Very, very cool of you to share that with us. Wild man. Wild man! What are you doing out there, you crazy wild man? I'm going to grab a pair of scissors so I don't destroy this, whatever we're going to be opening here. That's a neat story, Taylor. Thank you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, and probably everybody else here. It's really, really neat to know that organically we tap in, that you don't really need chemicals. You can organically tap into this universe's energy. And who knew? I've had to abuse stuff up until I was 30. I had to abuse stuff to get connected or to try to fill a hole. You don't have to with this stuff, with sacred medicines. You don't have to abuse things to fill that hole. You know what fills the hole best? Gotta be honest with you. Kindness. And giving it out. Man, you'll get addicted to it. I gotta tell you. Be addicted to kindness. It fills every hole, and then it fills everyone else's holes too. One little spoonful at a time. Watch how fast you can fill holes. Seriously. One little spoonful at a time. Man, pretty quickly. Look how fast an hourglass fills up, but it's just a little sand going on. Next thing you know, boop, it's full. That's our hole when we start filling it with kindness. Hello in there. Hello in there. What do we have in here, Taylor? Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. You didn't tell me you were an artist, kid. You did not tell me. First of all, these are his stickers. He wanted us to see his stickers. How is that? I really like your sticker, bro. This is Water Tadpole on IG. Water tadpole. Oh, I like these stickers. I'm not joking. It's got that edge. So you got that. But of course, this is Taylor. Look at him. I think this is Taylor right on here. I'm not kidding you. I'm sorry to take all this time up, but we got to look at this. That's Taylor on his 3.5 gram trip right there. That's Taylor going for it. Wild man. Okay, maybe not. He might be a little more handsome than that. I like your sticker. But here's the guy. This is why we couldn't bend it. I'm going to treasure this. I'm going to actually frame this. You'll see I'm going to frame this. I'll show it. This is badass. Look at that. How cool is that? I love the whole Frankenstein action here. This is cool. Isn't that cool? You go, no kidding. Look at that. Look at the little smile on the... this is cool. I like this a lot. I'm going to frame this. I'll put it in a frame. Just like, hold on. Just like we did this one. Just like we did this one. Remember I got this one from Becca? It was a card, we framed it. Right? So I'm going to do the same thing with his. We'll frame it. It'll go inside a frame. How cool is this? I like it a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Very, very cool, Taylor. Okay. We'll do another mail call probably Thursday or Friday for the week. Okay? That was beautiful, Taylor. What a sweet, sweet gift. And the time that somebody spends to do all of that drawing. And that's the part that gets my heart going, because every inch, every moment that you're doing that, you're not thinking of yourself. You're thinking, God, I can't wait. This is going to make them feel you are giving unconditionally of your pure creative energy and spark. My goodness, how much more can you ask from somebody? God, what a blessing. Thank you. Sincerely. First giveaway from Pops. The top 10 inventions of mankind. Somebody made a list, said these are the top 10 inventions of mankind. Of course, wheels, number one, I didn't pick it. I picked an invention off of the top 10 list of all time. Something man created. Go. Car, zipper, radio, light bulb, wheel, light bulb, tire, wheel, a mushman, electricity, wheel, electricity, wheel, phone, computer, watch, car. Go back. Very basic. Light bulb, mattress, light bulb, radio, processor, couch. Logan, get off the couch. AC, electricity, light bulb, fire, cotton gin, combine. A compass was on the list. Compass is number 3. Airplane, wheel, light, telephone, Hubble, Tesla, bra, Big J, saddle, beer, polio vaccine is on the list. Peanut butter, internet is on the list. Post-its, no post-its. Tabitha, beer, telephone, beer, internet, combine, car, airplane, beer, light bulb, shoes, fire, printing press is on the list. Beer, printing press, underwear, beer, phone, nail, Jamie's got it. The old nail. To hold two things together instead of it just being a tongue and groove or having to do some kind of a cut and lock and all of that. And yes, they did pegs for a while, but the iron nail, the nail. Ooh, I'm thinking to myself, I wouldn't have put that on the list, so I'm going to catch them with this one. But what a good one. Nail, Jamie, you got it. You got it, Jamie. Isn't that... Come on, somebody tell me that was a good category, right, Kristen? That's pretty cool. We might do another one of those. Get you another invention or two out there, right? That was a pretty neat one. And then you could also narrow it down. Best inventions of the 20th century. Woohoo! I'll start boxing you guys in with your answers. Speaking of boxes, I would have never guessed I would never guess nail if I wasn't looking at the list. I would have never known. But you guys have a chance to go run Google, but you still have to guess off the list. So, speaking of boxes, the boxes are really big today. Not Big Box Friday, but what I did today. Okay, I'll explain. I'm going to explain. These two boxes I couldn't close yet. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I couldn't close them because you don't get everything that's in it. Is that okay with you guys? You don't get it all. There's two things in here, and you get to choose which one you want. LOL, nailed it. I like that, Michelle. So Jamie, you can pick this box or this box, but then when you pick the box, you have to pick something inside it too. Or you can pick this box, and this box you don't get choices, you just take the whole box. Okay? So which one? Top box with the choice, middle box with the choice, or bottom box with no choice? Where are we going? Oh, I'm out. We'll see. Okay, we'll see, Lee. Which one now? Taffy Tuesday. Jamie's going bottom box. Nice move, Jamie. She's like, I don't even want to mess with those choices of the two top boxes. Just give me the deal. Just give me the deal, Pops. Okay? Bottom box. Who remembers? I think you already said it. Let me write her name on here before I forget. I think you guys already said it. Excuse me. Jamie. I hope that. A girl. Guys remember what today is? Taffy Tuesday. Is today Taffy Tuesday? Right? Taffy Tuesday. Today is Taffy Tuesday. Oh, Krista's Taffy Tuesday. So, you get a really nice set of pre-ground supplements. Okay? Nice little package of pre-ground. Oh, and since it is Taffy Tuesday, let's just go ahead and give away the first Taffies we've ever done. You're getting a 3-pack. You're getting the one that we've actually shown pictures of that has the little microdose sticking out of it. Oh, I think the microdose might have fell out of the hole of this one, and you have to boop, stick it back in the hole. Okay? Some pre-ground supplements, you know what we're talking about. So, you get the first of many of these. Every day we're going to give at least one of these away this week. Okay? Just to see it get out there and see how you guys like them. Also, I was about to charge you the 11 cents, but I'm not going to charge. I'll go ahead and sign this one. I'll go ahead and autograph the back to Jamie. Okay? Give me 5 people. 7 people say autograph it for Jamie. Say, yep, Frank says it. Pop signature to the moon. Come on, give me a couple. We forgot about my signature a little bit. You guys are letting the investors down a little on that. We should sign this one, right? It's a firstie. It's a firstie, and then she'll have a moral dilemma. Don't forget, she'll have a moral dilemma. Eat it or save it forever and be the one. Uh-oh, it's a tough decision. You got to make it. Okay, we're definitely Otto, and we're definitely John Hancock in it. Okay? That's cute. Done. Out. Go. Reading. Kimberly. Very nice lady. Super, super duper nice lady on here, Kimberly. And remember a couple of days ago, I was struggling with how to say her last name. And I was going Boldine, and I was doing all these. She wrote me in Pops. It's the same thing as Bolden, Golden. Just pronounce it the same way we do Golden. Okay. Very, very nice lady. Kimberly Bolden. And her nickname to me now is Golden. I call her Golden. From now on, Kimberly is Golden. Okay? So Golden Kimberly sent this in. Fall in love with some activity and do it. Nobody ever figures out what life is all about, and it doesn't matter. God, I like this so far already. Fall in love with something and do it. Get after it. Get passionate about it. Oh, some of us, I got to figure out what life all means. What's the meaning of life? No one's ever going to figure that out in the first place. There's a lot of wasted time on that task. Yeah, I'd like to be one of the Dalai Lama guys on the top of the mountain trying to figure it out, but I'd rather be in love with something and getting after it, smashing walls. I don't have time to sit around on a mountaintop and figure it all out. I never would anyways. I really wouldn't. I would never figure it out. Dumb human brain wants it all figured out. You know what animals do? They just go do it. They just be nature. That's where I always have to balance myself. Just be nature, Pops. What would nature do? The little wristband? WWND. Sorry. My screen time's out on it too fast. Fall in with some activity and do it. That's right too, Kieran. Nature doesn't try, it just does. And the regularity of it. And yes, there will be winds and there will be storms and there will be hurricanes. But at the same time, everything continues to grow. Gosh, I love nature. Nobody ever figures out what life is all about, and it doesn't matter. Explore the world. Nearly everything is really interesting if you go into it deeply enough. Nearly everything. I hate insects and spiders. And yet I bet you if I wanted to, I could become like a spider guy. Because it has to be super interesting. Work as hard and as much as you want to on the things you like to do the best. Jeff this morning, I woke up this morning, Captain Jeff had sent me that meme that I wrote, that I posted today. Hustle so hard your haters want you to hire them. Jeff sent me that. I'm like, God, that's so good, I'm posting it. Hustle so hard. Your haters are like, man, I can't hate that guy anymore. I want to work there. I want to work with him, with them. How could you hate what that's going on over there? Hustling goodness and kindness. Hustling sacred medicines. Go ahead and hate it until you want to join. Nearly everything is really interesting if you go into it deep enough. Work as hard and as much as you want to on the things you like to do the best, whatever they are. Doesn't have to be mushrooms. It could be quilting. It could be amazing quilts. And guess what you get to do with the quilts? There's poor people out there that can really use a warm quilt. Don't think about what you want to be, but what you want to do. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a doctor. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be the president. What do you want to do? What do you want to give back? You're only 7. Start thinking about it. You've been given so much already. To ask your kids, what do they want to do now? What do they want to be? Keep up some kind of a minimum with others. Keep up some kind of a minimum with other things so that society doesn't stop you from doing anything at all. You have you have no responsibility. What? Pops teaches responsibility all the time. What? Wait a minute, fill in the blank, Pops. Wait, what? No, I'm going to tell you have no responsibility. None. You guys want to hear what you have no responsibility about? Give me a couple of people. Pops, what are you talking about? What do you have no responsibility about? You have no responsibility. You're not responsible for this, what I'm going to tell you. Cliffhanger. You have no responsibility to live up to what other people think you should accomplish. It's not your responsibility to live up to their expectations of what you're supposed to accomplish. I did that to Brock. Years of pressure. You're supposed to accomplish this. I had to grow. I love him so much just the way he is. He's supposed to accomplish what he wants to do. You have no responsibility to live up to what other people think you ought to accomplish. I have no responsibility to be like they expect me to be. Say that over and over and over, because we walk around feeling expected upon. Somebody programmed us, this is what we're supposed to do. No, it's not. It's supposed to be, what do you want to do? Who do you want to be? I have no responsibility to be like they expect me to be. It's their mistake for having that expectation, not my failing. That's your problem, pal. Move on down the road if you don't like what you see you're getting, because I like it. My job's not to make sure that you're okay with me. That all came from a Richard Feynman, who's a very, very popular self-help writer. And I didn't read it. I just kept interjecting pop stuff in there. This came from Joe D. We're carrying on here. I've got a couple more giveaways. We're going to have more fun. This came from Joe D. Joe Dibbs. You guys know I have a crush on Joe Dibbs. Joe's the coolest guy. His mustache, and he's young and he's spiritually driven. Has a very, very strong spiritual side. I think he's very connected to his church and his community, his track team, and to us here. This is neat. Do not believe in anything simply because you have heard it. Boop. We do it all the time. That's our first gossip. Our very first gossip. Just because we heard it, it's got to be true. It's processing, so it's true. Planting seeds, what kind? Let's remember who do we want to hang around with? What kind of seed planters do we want to be too? Do not believe in anything simply because you have heard it. Do not believe in anything simply because it is spoken and rumored by many. Do not believe in anything simply because it is found written in your religious books. Do not believe in anything merely on the authority of some teacher or elder. Do not believe in traditions because they have been handed down for many generations. But after observation and analysis, when you find that something agrees with your reason and is conducive and good for the benefit of all, then accept it and live up to it. When you've experienced it for yourself and know this is good and beneficial for all, accept that and live up to that. Not the program you were given or the circle you were born in. Those circles are exactly that. There's a bunch of circles, they all look like this. They bump against each other, and they're all boundaries. And you live inside this circle, and you believe everything inside that circle till you get out. And you look back and go, what a goofy circle that was. Break the circles. So many of us, my brother, he's one of the best human beings on the planet Earth. Squarest, nicest, loyal. He can't get out of his circle. Nope, I'm comfortable. I love it. Right in here. I'm right here. Okay. I have no expectation for him to be anything else. I love him just the way he is. Pops can't get in a circle to save his life. No circles, no boundaries. And I'm really tired of flags. Nationalism. All that is borders too. Let's do another giveaway. What's the poorest state in the United States? Top 10 poorest states in the United States. Top 10 poorest states in the United States. Name one. I'll wait for a couple answers. Good morning up there on IG too. Top 10 poorest states. Louisiana, Kentucky, Alabama. All of those are on the list. Alabama. Puerto Rico would probably not be a state yet. Territory, Louisiana, Illinois, Wyoming, West Virginia. West Virginia's on the list. Vermont, Wyoming, Mississippi's number one. West Virginia, Alabama, Michigan, Arkansas is on the list. Wyoming, Mississippi, South Carolina's on the list. Delaware, Alabama, Kentucky, Arkansas, Georgia. I got you guys this morning. Oklahoma, West Virginia, Louisiana, Alabama, Alaska, Tennessee, Alaska, Mississippi, Ohio, Michigan, Alabama, Georgia, Ohio, Maine, Hawaii, South Carolina. RJ Styles, kill it. New Mexico. Right behind him was Mike J, but I got RJ Styles with New Mexico. RJ, good job. New Mexico. Anytime I can get past about 15 or 20 guesses, I think we did good. I think we did pretty good on that one, right? What do you guys think? That was a good one? New Mexico for RJ. RJ! Let me write down this. Jamie and RJ. Okay, RJ, top box, bottom box. And then after this, there's still going to be another choice that you have to make. So give me top box or bottom box. Whiskey, I like that. I'm glad I got you this morning a little bit, right? Oh, Pops is putting time in. He's sitting going, man, I got to figure these categories out. Which one did he go with? Top box or bottom box? And is RJ a boy or girl? Dang, song, this is dope. Okay. Oh, Phobia, you're new. Okay. Oh, wait, bottom. I'm a Libra. Choices are hard. Oh, okay. I get that. Bottom. So, in this box, it's kind of fun. I have two things in here, but you don't get them both. You have to pick one. Okay? First of all, you get these both. You get both of these. Today, I put 2 Apple Crisps in. Just in case you have a friend and you want to share, or you're feeling very self-centered and you want them all yourself. Okay? So you have the 2 Apple Crisps. Here's what I wanted to offer you. You can have today, because we're building our way up to Big Box Friday, right? So we're building our way up to Big Box Friday. You can have a Pops pack, or you can have a cat pack. All caps. And they weigh virtually the same. So, which do you want? You want the caps, capsules, or caps? You can have one or the other. And I'll just sort of wait. Cap pack is what I would take. But we got to be clear, which is the cap? This one? Okay, capsules, cap pack. Cap pack, capsules. Can I phone a friend? Yes, RJ, phone a friend, get back to me. Matter of fact, to be honest, DM me, and on your DM, you can answer which one you want. Okay? Cap it. Actually, the caps are blah, 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 blah. It might be nice. But you can, if you want to, when you DM me, you can, oh, you're going cap pack. Okay, cap pack. We don't even have to phone a friend. Okay, cap pack it is. And I want you to know, these are the caps off of Hillbillies. Okay, very nice stuff. The Hillbillies that are out here right now are as strong as anything possible. Shh. Okay, so this is for you. And we got RJ written on the top here. RJ, you know what to do. Reading and your address. Send that in to me, and this will mail out to you as soon as I get that. Okay? I want to take 10 minutes. We have 10 minutes this morning. I hope this is okay. I want to take 10 minutes this morning and dive back into, we've done the readings from everybody. We're caught up on the readings. You guys are doing a great job on sending the readings in for being winners. You're doing just a wonderful job. I did have a reading here from Michelle. Michelle, I will do that tomorrow. I forgot to photograph it and put it in my photos here so I could read it. Michelle sent me something very, very good. Michelle, I'll read that tomorrow. Okay? Thank you. I want to pick back up with this. Okay? I'm going to pick back up with the 4 agreements because it's already Tuesday. We didn't touch it yesterday. And I want to get back to the agreement number 3, which is to not make assumptions. So I want to pick back up where we had been reading and maybe read a page or 2 of that so we stay on course. And I'd like to get this one, the 3rd agreement, finished. We might even finish it today. Okay? And then it'll be really, really neat to get started on the 4th agreement, which is to always do your best. Okay? And then I've got another giveaway, which should be a lot of fun. Gosh, I keep looking at this thing, Taylor. This is so cool. I really like that. I like that kind of art. I keep looking at this sitting over here on the table. I like that a lot. You're the man. So listen to what I'm going to tell us now. Okay? We don't need to justify love. We're picking back up the 3rd agreement. If you guys, some of you have the book, and I still need to always thank Sai. She sent me this book. I just love the fact that this book, I didn't even go out and purchase it. Came from one of my really good friends on here. And I don't know if she remembers, but this week, exactly 1 year ago, this week, was Pops' first post on IG. And she was one of my first followers, and I followed her immediately. I've been following Sai, and Sai's been following me. She's had to find me 6 different times for a year. Give me 5. Give me 5 on that, please. Give me 5. Sai and we collab. We've sent things back and forth. We've worked on some projects. And I support everything that she does to the best. I give her as much praise, and I support her 100% because she's real, because she's incredibly authentic, right? She's like, in my opinion, she's Pops Virginia. She's like Pops Virginia, maybe better. Yeah. So thank you for the book, Sai, and being my friend. Page 70. We don't need to just, you guys, I've been here a year. Most people don't last a few months. They crash and burn. I've been here a year. Through the ups and downs, 6 pages. 12,000 followers we've had or lost. Erased here and there. We literally are just about to go over 900 on T. Woo, 900. That's nothing. We're at 6,000 once. You know what someone wrote to me this morning? The kindest thing. They said, Pops, they've been trying to kill you for a long time. But you're not going anywhere. They've been trying to kill me for a long time. Cut me off, and then he boop, popped back up. There he is. I'm like Trike to IG. Right? I'm looking younger, am I, Chef? Oh, I got to grow. What? I'm not kidding. I'm bragging a little bit on that. Bro, there's almost 1 day out of the year that I had on post something. 10, 15 posts. Keep this thing rolling. Am I right? A couple of days I've been sick in this year. I'm not kidding you. Find another guy out there grinding it. We don't need to justify love. It is there or not there. Real love is accepting people the way they are without trying to change them. That is such self-help speak. We don't even know what it means anymore. Accept them just the way. It really means that. It means don't have expectations of them. I do not expect my dog to act any different than I already know he's going to act. I know him. I know him well. I know my dog so well that if he doesn't go over to that certain tree to go pee in the morning, I'm like, oh, what's wrong with him? He's supposed to go to that tree. He has a pattern. He does sing a certain way, and I love him. I accept him just the way he is. I don't tell him, go over to the other tree. I want you at the other tree. I want you to pee on that one. I don't. And if I didn't like my dog, I'd get rid of him and get another dog. Or not have a dog. But we don't do that with our partners. We don't just accept them the way they are and then, okay, like learn their patterns and learn to love the pattern and know what it is. We don't do that. Go over there. Pee on that one. I don't want you to pee on this one. Try to have the same relationship I have with my dog, with people. And right, Big J? And that's one of the reasons he's such a good dog. He's really a good dog. Because nobody told him, I just love you just the way you are, Ruff. Just the way you are. You're a good little boy. And he is. Because he was expected to be. Because he's been raised good. He was never raised, yelled at, don't do that, be bad. No. If we try to change them, this means we really don't like them. Don't change me. Of course, if you decide to live with someone, if you make that agreement, it's always better to make that agreement with someone who is exactly the way you want him or her to be already. If you want a dog, kind of maybe make sure you like the dog before you start living with it. Find someone whom you don't have to change at all. Changers. Stop being changers. Be acceptors. Find someone you don't have to change at all. It's much easier to find someone who is already the way you want him or her to be and that you admire and you love the way they are than trying to change them to be what you want them to be. So why be with someone if you're not the way he or she wants you to be? We have to be what we are so we don't present a false image. Hypocrites. Daters. Remember dates? This is what I look like. That's not who you are. That's your 15 minutes of putting it on. We have to be what we are so we don't present a false image. Tell the truths. If you love me the way I am, okay, take me. If you don't love me the way I am, okay. It's all right if you find someone else. It may sound harsh. When you reprogram something, it is harsh. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, wait, that's the way it's supposed to work. It feels so good when it works. It may sound harsh, but this kind of communication means the personal agreements we make with others are clear and impeccable. Just imagine the day that you stop making assumptions with your partner and eventually with everyone else in your life. I'm not bragging. I'm really close to that. I still get them. I still got to expect this person to say thank you. Man, when I get my head clear and I'm walking around with very few expectations and nobody that I'm expecting to act certain ways, man, I just get to fill the world with kindness instead. That's where my focus is. Just imagine the day you stop making assumptions, walking around clear-headed with your partner and eventually with everyone else in your life. Your way of communicating will change completely, and your relationships will no longer suffer from conflicts created by mistaken assumptions. Give me about 5 more minutes here, you guys. The way to keep yourself from making assumptions is to ask questions. Make sure the communication is clear. If you don't understand, ask. Have the courage to ask questions until you are as clear as you can be. Know what time? What's the date? What's the goal? What intersection are we meeting at? You can narrow it all the way down to, there's no assumptions. Boop, we're going to be there at 6:17 on such and such. And there's no miscommunications. We talked about it impeccably and we're here. That's the basic. You can have those same exact conversations throughout your whole life about everything. Little data, we're completely clear now. Boss, what are your expectations of me? How do I meet your goals? If you don't understand, ask. Once you hear the answer, you will not have to make assumptions because you'll know the truth. And also find your voice to ask for what you want. Everybody has the right to tell you no or yes, but you always have the right to ask. We talked about this a couple days ago. Likewise, everybody has the right to ask you, and you have the right to say yes or no. A lot of us are yesers. Because somebody asks, we have to say yes. No, you do not. That's a lesson Pops is still learning. I'm very good at yeses, very bad at no's. And yet, a lot of people need no's, because guess what? Sometimes you think you're helping them, but you're enabling them. That person needs a no from you so they can climb that ladder themselves. They got a nudge from you, but they don't need you on the other end of the ladder, pulling them up, enabling them, giving them stuff for free to keep them in their same condition. So no's sometimes are the nicest thing you can do to somebody. It's a hard one too, because you want to be liked, remember? Because you care about them, what they think about you personally. And you stop thinking about what's best for them. What's best for them, it might be a no. It also might be a yes. Somebody had the courage to write to me this morning, Pops, blah, blah, blah. Could you at least send me a sample? Yes, you had the courage to ask. I'm not asking you all to do that, please. I'm just saying. How else would he have ever? Courage to ask. And I have to have the courage to say no. Not you, not this time. Or sure. But I don't owe anybody a response. If you don't understand something, it is better for you to ask and be clear instead of making an assumption. The day you stop making assumptions, you will communicate cleanly and clearly, and most of all, free of emotional poison. So many times in our answers, we're given our answer, our point of view in the answer. Make sure you know that I'm right. Really? That's emotional poison in your answers. Just give a clear, concise, impeccable answer. That's impeccable communication. Without making assumptions, your word becomes impeccable. And then people start believing everything you say, but more important, you do. You start believing what you said. Because our brain hears ourselves first. And there's a thing, it's an absolute fact. They figured it out, all the neuroscientists. Verbally, it comes here. Once it hits your eardrum and starts resonating in your brain, you start to believe. That's why we always want to be positive. Because you literally start to believe what you've heard. The more impeccable you talk, the more impeccable seeds will be planted. The more emotional poison you speak with, it goes in here and you're watering emotional poison seeds. It's basic. Okay? We'll pick the rest of this up tomorrow. Give me 4 or 5 people say, yeah, Pops, read the rest of this. We only have another page and a half left of that. And I really, really like the direction. Okay? Give me 4 or 5 people. And then I'm going to do our final giveaway. Yeah? Read the rest of that one tomorrow along with the readings that you get from everybody. Yes. It is better, man, to remain silent and others think him a fool than open his mouth. 100%, Jojo. Yeah, pick this back up. My goodness. It's fun sometimes. I did it a couple of weeks ago. I'll say a quick story. I was at a business meeting with a bunch of guys, a bunch of investor guys, big shots. And when I say big shots, I mean they all have money. And they're trying to figure out how are we going to make more money. So they're trying to start up a weed farm. So I go there, I'm going to listen to the presentation. Maybe I'll write a check, maybe I won't. Depends on what I hear. Well, everybody, there's 5 or 6 guys there. Everybody wants to talk. Everybody wants to be heard. Everybody in the room. Everybody. Oh, I did this and I did that. I haven't said a word. I just shook people's hands, told them, oh, you're handsome. Oh, God, look at those. I said something complimentary to each guy when I met him. And then I shut up for the next hour. Don't say a word. They're all looking at me like, who is this guy? What the mystery? I was more important to the group because they didn't have a voice yet. Okay, and then the final part of the story, and then I'll do this giveaway. Then, because this is gray market guys, and I knew this was going to happen. I knew going there this would happen. Okay. And no, Matthew, it isn't white men getting richer. That's kind of rude of you, because that's not what it was. Matter of fact. But having said that, one of the guys towards the end of this whole meeting, he says, you know what the new thing, Michigan, listen, we've got to be looking at mushrooms. We got to be figuring out how to do mushrooms. That's when Pops goes, mushrooms? Do you guys know who I am? Literally said that. That I'd kind of humbly, but I go, do you guys know who I am? There's some old white guy here with us. I'm Pop Shrooms. They looked at me like, what? Like I had 3 heads. I go, I'm Pop Shrooms. 1 or 2 of the people knew who I was because they actually had the IG page. The next 15, 20 minutes, the direction of the conversation went a completely different direction. It was a say my name moment, Nick. I'm not even joking, but not in a mean way. It was like you guys, I've been sitting here shut up, listening to all of you guys, smart men, figuring out how to take businesses to other levels. And you don't have to sit in a room and be the biggest mouth to end up being the most listened to. Does that make sense? You don't have to be the biggest mouth in the room to ultimately be the most listened to. Who's neat? Who is neat? The next 20, we got all kinds of opportunities out of that. Okay? And no expectations and no assumptions out of it. So, that's a neat story. The whole story was, it's okay to be the quiet guy in the room. Your time to speak will come. Your time to speak will come. I guarantee it does, automatically. And then when you do, speak impeccably. Speak impeccably so the people there go, this is a guy we might want to work with. This might be this guy. This guy might be, because the first guy in the room, and I drive Cadillacs and I have a dispensary, gold hanging off of them all. Okay. Final giveaway. I picked a vegetable. I picked a vegetable. Give me a vegetable. Top 20 vegetable. It's on the top 20 list. Okay? Give me a vegetable. Top 20. Parsnip, cucumber, corn, broccoli, tomato, green bean, carrot. I have to look down and see what I wrote. Carrot, cucumber, parsnip, carrot, peppers, carrot. Carrot, that is a vegetable. That's funny. Lee's going long with the answers. I got to disqualify you, Lee. You can't go there, Lee. Shady, onion, carrots, green beans, eggplants, asparagus, beans, yam, broccoli, corn. By the way, the answer is in Lee's group. Eggplant, turnip, sorry, Lee. Asparagus, cabbage, pumpkin, lettuce, asparagus, leek, potatoes, tomatoes, cabbage, potatoes, tomato, Brussels sprouts, lettuce, radish, okra, eggplant, green bean, eggplant, celery root, potato, green bean, pumpkin, artichoke, I have no clue, lima beans, onions, celery, radish, okra. Come on, you guys, this is an easy one. Start with the first couple of letters of the alphabet. Okra, arugula. Oh, that's interesting, Drake. Asparagus, parsnip, potatoes, eggplant, yam, turnip, alternator, collard, beet, mushman, kill it. Beet, beet, beet. Beet is the answer, but beet with two E's, not with the EAT. Mushman, nice work. Let me get this box out to you real quick because we're running out of time. And thank you again, IG, for being up there. IG, you guys gotta come over to YouTube to play with us, okay? So I saw beat from Mushman. So that's who got it. Mushman, you got one apple crisp. Mushman, you got two apple crisps. Mushman, this is just an extra gift that we put in there. Mushman, they're cute little mushrooms that you get to put around. I'm sorry if you guys say you saw them. Again, I'm going off of my screen, and there are different screen feeds. So I am truly going off of my screen. Mushman, here we go. And now, Mushman, you get to decide. Do you want the capsules, or do you want? In your case, I was going to give you a choice between unground supplements and the ground supplements. Okay? Mushman, you're trying to give it away, are you? Okay? But why don't you pick which one of these first? Which one of these would you like in the box? This one or this one goes in your box? Okay? I'll let you guys decide. Which one should go in the box? The whole sups. Good answer. Okay, good answer. So this box has the two. It has this guy, and it has the cute little shroomies. Okay, Wednesday's boxes might be just a little bigger than today's boxes. Okay, Mushman, I'm going to assign this to you. If you DM me later and you found somebody you want to give it to, you let me know. Okay, we're at about 62 minutes now, so we've got to get rolling out. Mushman, this is yours. If you find yourself giving it away, you DM me and you let me know. You don't have to do that by any means. You haven't won in quite a while. Okay? So, let's have a wild Wednesday, Alley Cat. Let's have a beautiful day tomorrow, you guys. I hope today was as beautiful for you guys as it has been for me. I truly mean that. What an enjoyable morning I've had. And completely enjoyable. Just love hanging out with you guys. And let me read at you and talk at you and do all of this stuff that we do. Peace. Pops out. Scroll me out of here. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. Sheffy. Okay, Mushman, Mike J, take it. Mike J, have you made up your mind, Mushy? Do you want it to go to Mike J? I'm going to put his name on there. Mike J, you got to send us a reading. Okay, we'll see where we're at. We'll see what happens. Lizzie Lou, be asking questions for clarification. Andrew F. Greg Horn, have a great day. Michelle, love you. Lizzie, Kieran, have a beautiful day. Sister Golden Hair, gosh, what a neat name. Thank you for what you just said. Jamie, Phobia, Helpy, love you, bro. Lee, thank you for the tea, bro. Pulley, Kristen, have a nice day. Kieran, bye, babe. Johnny, it's going to be a kick-ass, already is. Lizzie, love you. Mike J. Mike J, you got the present, so you give me the reading. That was really nice of Mushman. Greggy Horn, Mushman, nice. Shade Cat, L, love you. See you soon, buddy. Liz, Jamie, Onyx, Marilyn, how you doing, Marilyn? Bridgie, next week or the week after, we can do that visit. I already have like 8 people coming this week. Angela, Greg Horn, Joey Tibbs, Sandman, Frylock, Brian, Eric, Big J, Johnny, Free, Alley Cat, Oscar, there's Oscar Alonso, Chef and Greg and Whiskey, I love you, man. I'll see you soon. Help you grow. Miranda, Shady Cat, Don't Assume, Greg, Bud Daz, Big J, Bridgie, L, Help Grows, Greg, The Ways In Out, Big J, Haley, Oscar, Drake, Sandman, L, Mushman, Lady Grace, and LSD. LSD, there's a good name. I like that. Bridgie, Greg Horn, Big J, Mike, Big J, Mrs. J's there. Hey, Core. Mike J, Nick Piercing, Bridgie, see you soon. Big J, Whiskey, I'm catching up. I know I am. Mushman. Oh my God, Greg Horn, Bud Jazz, Oscar, Lee Wilson, and Greg, I caught you. Pops, peace, love one another. Seriously, find ways to exude kindness. Pops, peace, love